Hi guys and welcome back. Today I have decided to do this really soft, slightly smoky gold purple eye first date makeup look for you. Recently I have been on a couple of first dates and this was the makeup I came up to wear on them because I always had this question of what do I do with my makeup on a first date, because I didn't want to go really heavy and look all cakey because that doesn't look too good. I didn't want to not wear too much and then look like I hadn't put any effort in, but I think this is a really nice sort of in-between look. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. One thing with first date makeup is do as little or as much as you like. This is just what I do. You might like it, you might not, but if you want to see how to get this look, then stay tuned. Okay, so to start things off, I'm going to just spray my face with the MAC Mineralized Charged Water, as I think this gives a really lovely fresh base to my skin. Okay, for foundation today, I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NW10. This, surprise surprise, is the palest one that they do, and I'm just going to work this in with a damp beauty blender. Really take your time when using a beauty blender to bounce the foundation into your skin, because the more time you take bouncing it in, the longer it wears and the more natural it looks. Now, for me, with first date makeup is you want to look, with me with first date makeup, with the foundation is I want to still look like it's my skin. I don't want to look like I'm wearing a lot of heavy makeup. Obviously I want my skin to be smoothed out and more uniform in tone, but I don't want to look cakey, which is why I love using a damp beauty blender, because it just doesn't do that. It just makes you look naturally dewy. So you still want to be able to see your skin underneath, but you want to hide any blemishes. And just take the remains of this down your neck just to make sure it's really well blended in. For concealer, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. And I'm going to use this under my eyes and on the high points of my face. As I find this look makes you look more sculpted without actually having to contour. And again, I'm just going to blend this in using that damp beauty blender from earlier. Again, the reason I like to use a beauty blender, even when you're concealing and you want that heavier coverage, it still makes it look like it's your skin. Okay, now my concealer has been nicely worked in along with my foundation, and I'm really happy with how this looks. One thing that I really like about how this looks is on my forehead and on my cheeks you can still see my freckles. So I haven't completely covered them, so it still looks like my skin. It still looks like a slightly more polished version of myself. To set my entire face and my eyelids, I'm actually going to use the Laura Geller Filter Finish setting powder. And I absolutely love this for setting the whole face because it does actually have a slight shimmer to it. Has a slight iridescent. I find if I use this all over, it just gives me a really lovely natural glow, which I love because it just looks like you've got really healthy skin. Okay, now that I have set my face, I just want to quickly fill in my brows, and for that I'm going to use the MAC Fluid Line Gel Cream in the shade Redhead. I really love this just because it is so orange, so it really looks great on my brows, and I'm just going to use a Real Techniques brow brush to fill them in. And I'm just using very light feathery strokes. I don't want them to look too harsh or carved out. And I'm just going to set those using a little bit of my Benefit Speed Brow. Now that my brows are done, I'm going to do my eyeshadow, and today I'm going to use the Sleek Makeup Vintage Romance palette right here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this terracotta brown shade here, which is called Propose in Prague, and I'm just going to use my Dulux crease brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to use this to define my crease a little bit. And I've just really buffed that out and buffed that in because I don't want any harsh lines with this. So that's what the crease work done. Then I'm going to take my base shadow brush, again by Real Techniques. I'm having a Real Techniques fan moment right now. And I'm going to take the shade Meet in Madrid, this sort of gold toned shade. And I'm going to pat this all over my lid. What I really love about this colour is in the pan it looks very intense, but when it's on the lid it's actually a lot softer. So particularly with pale skin and red hair, golds and purples just look gorgeous on you. They are such wonderful colours to use. Okay, that is the shade Meet in Madrid, and then what I want to do now is I'm going to go in with this purple shade here, and this shade is called Vow in Venice, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the outer V of my eye. And for this, I'm going to be using the Essential Crease Brush, again by Real Techniques. And work this in slowly and build up the colour slowly, because you want this to look soft and blended. I'm using these colours because I want this look to be soft. I don't want it to look harsh. I want it to be very romantic and soft. Okay, so that is the shadows almost done. I'm just going to take this bright silver shade, which is called Pretty in Paris, and I'm just going to put that on my inner corner just to highlight it a little bit. There we go, so that's just brightened up the insides of my eyes. Now, I'm not doing any eyeliner with this look because I think it's a bit more fun and flirty that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a couple of coats of the Laura Geller Style Lash Lengthening Mascara, and then I'm going to put on some of the Ardell Baby Wispy Lashes. These are some of my favourite lashes to wear because I think they are really fun and flirty. So this is the eye with lashes on and this is the eye without lashes on. You can see the difference that lashes make. I'm having an absolute lash fiasco today. First, I didn't have enough glue on those eyelashes, and then my camera fell over. So it's not been a good day for eyelash application. So I'm just doing these ones now. Hopefully I don't mess these up as well. Well, that was a complete and utter lash fiasco, but they are now on. They're on now. Normally, I have no problem getting eyelashes on, literally one done and they're fine. Today, they just didn't want to go on, and I know this eye looks terrible, but it's on now, we're done. I'm not fiddling with them anymore. I am just going to grab a little bit more of that purple shade Vow in Venice and just run this under my lower lash line. And I'm just going to pop a little bit more of that Laura Geller mascara on my lower lashes. Create a lower eyelash base. I pull some hilarious faces when I'm doing my makeup, I know I do. For the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Sleek, it's again by Sleek Makeup, the Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette, and this is in the shade Light. So you get these three shades here. I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring. This one's quite warm for me, but I do like it a little just for sculpting the face and adding a bit of warmth in. I don't want to do a lot of contouring, again, because I just want everything about this look to be soft, aside from the eyelashes. Just take your time to make sure everything you do is really well blended in. One of my parents' neighbours has just walked past the window that I film in front of, and I've just got the strangest look. Okay, so that is the contouring done. As you can see, it is really, really soft, but I still look sculpted. I'm then going to go in with the blusher from this palette. And again, Real Techniques blush brush. I love this blush brush so much. It catches the apples of my cheeks beautifully. This blush also has a really lovely shimmer in it. So again, you just look like you've got really lovely, healthy skin. Okay, then I'm going to pop on a bit of highlight. I don't want to use too much, but I still want to have slightly glowy cheekbones. And this is the Smashbox number 22 fan brush that I'm using. Just a little bit of glow. And underneath my eyebrow bone as well. I really love highlighting just here. And then on the nose, down the nose, and Cupid's bow. You really want your lips to catch their attention if you're on a first date. Okay, so that is everything that I'm doing on the face. The only thing we have left to do now is our lips. And for lips, you want something that you don't want to worry about it coming off. So if you want to use something like a matte liquid lipstick, you can. But for today, I'm going to use the Clinique Colourpop lipstick in shade 17, which is Mocha Pop. And I really love this shade as it goes with a lot of makeup looks. And it's not, again, it's not a harsh colour, it's not a bright colour. It looks lovely and natural. Okay, so that is it. This is my really soft, pretty, feminine first date makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed this look, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye guys!